Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day. This is the second time I am attempting this recording. The first time I did so, I forgot to move the mouse, and so it was right over the stop recording button, and this little goose climbed right up off of my lap onto my keyboard garage and onto my space bar, where she pressed the space bar, and of course it stopped recording instantly. So here's little Gojira. She doesn't like being recorded, apparently. But she is a sweetheart. She's a cutie. She has our anti-camera gyroscope working very, very strongly, as you can tell. But she's been running around, been a sweetheart, so I thought I'd show her off. So I'm going to bring her back over here again. Yay, she's a hamster. She's a cute, fuzzy rodent. I don't know why the fur on her tip of her nose is getting rubbed off. She doesn't have anything to rub on, but still, must be just coloration or something. But she's a cutie. Down below, Amelia, my kitty, is against the wall, which is right next to Gojira's cage. And since it's transparent, and Amelia's been feeling her oats lately of sorts, she has been of late going up to the cage, Gojira's cage, and then she'll like bat at Gojira through the cage wall. And so she was leaning up against the wall and going whap, 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 whap up against the side. And Gojira was like, what is this? Wandered over there and was like looking through the side of the cage at the things going whap, 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 up against the side. So, in fact, Amelia is whapping at the sides again, which is good and bad. Because she's had hamsters running around loose. And she has slept inside of hamster cages with hamsters in them. And she knows don't attack the hamsters. So that's kind of bothersome that she's trying to get the hamster through the cage wall. But she knows how to get in there and she doesn't. So she's just playing. Good thing for that. I am tired and getting this done early. Past couple months, I've been starting things at 8:30. Start recording at 8:30 and spend my time waking up. But usually I'm not sleeping well. Lately, I have been sleeping well, as Ashley mentioned, because I can't exercise like I used to because I'm off opiates. And if I exercise and walk 6 miles, that inflames my nerves. I have restless leg syndrome and can't sleep. So I have not been walking 6 miles, which bugs me to no end because my resting pulse is 44 and it's 44, half what it used to be because I've been walking so much and so far. Amelia, she is just being crazy over there. But because of that, I've just been walking around town now, which means I don't know how long I've been going. It's been less than an hour for a walk. I don't know how far it is. I don't have downtown mapped, as in if I walk this far, it's this. I've just got to go with every 20 minutes is a mile, but I don't have a clock. I don't have a watch. I haven't worn a watch for well over a decade. So I don't know how long I'm going out. It's approximately an hour of walking around town, which would be like less than 3 miles. So that's not good. I need to be able to exercise more. And so what I've been doing is trying to slowly extend the length of my walk to walk further and farther slowly because I'm getting used to going to bed at 11 o'clock and sleeping till around 5, getting a good 5 or 6 hours of sleep in. That is so much nicer than only getting 2 hours. I'm actually waking up feeling pretty good these days because of sleep. These past 3 nights. Hokey smokes, it's nice to be able to sleep. But it's nice having a pulse of 44 too. With my heart. Because it's become more efficient. Because I have been walking and exercising, my heart doesn't have to work as hard. It's working much more efficiently. My blood pressure is low. My pulse is low. That's good. That's really, really good. But the only way to keep that up is to keep exercising. So I got to find the limits. I got to find exactly how far I can walk. before my restless leg kicks in. And if I can walk and figure it out, then hey, a night where I can't sleep, that's fine. That's fine. I've had so many of them, I'm used to it. It's not the end of the world if I'm awake all night again. Life is life. I mean, I've almost done a whole night on my own just by one night, like about a month ago or 2 months back, I can't remember. I was playing the game Rise of Ruin. I was still on opiates, so I could sit in the chair that long. But I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning playing the game Rise of Ruin. So, yay! Yeah, I can't do that now. When I get back now, like 11 o'clock, I go to bed because, number one, I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm sleepy. And my back hurts so much, and my legs are uncomfortable. Sitting in a chair, excuse me, sitting in a chair is just torture at that time. Literal torture. So I just go to bed at 11 o'clock now. I wish I could stay up longer. I wish there was a lot of stuff I could do, but I was one of the very, very few opiate success stories. Because I was on methadone, 45 milligrams of methadone for a good eight years, and then been tapering off at the tail end of that, finally off methadone. I never felt anything from methadone but pain control. Nothing. Zip. Zero. I understand there are others that get something out of it, and that's good, maybe? But so many people that have been opiates, especially on opiates, especially for as long as I have, they end up addicted because of all the extra feelings that you get. I mean, I have taken in the past OxyContin, and like, what's the one? There's something that starts with a D, but I can't remember. It's not Dwamutef. It's a drug, but it's very powerful. It's, morphine is very strong. You can get like 5 milligrams of morphine, but this one that starts with a D, you take 1 or 2, and it's the same as 5 milligrams of morphine. It's like with methadone. 5 milligrams of methadone is the equivalent of 10 milligrams of morphine. So I was on the equivalent of 90 milligrams of morphine daily. But because all I felt was pain control, with no other feelings, I had no reason to abuse it. None. And so I never did. I mean, how do you abuse pain control? Once you stop feeling pain, there's no more reason to take it. I mean, it's like aspirin abuse. I mean, would you keep taking aspirin once your joints stop hurting? Why? It's not helping you, and in fact, it's hurting you. So taking methadone for me it worked. And being as I was able to taper off of it, took longer than I liked, but I was able to taper off of it and not have to go out like so many others and start taking street drugs because you're hooked on opiates now. So I'm one of the very, very few opiate success stories, and I am so frickin' lucky. There are so many people whose lives have been destroyed. 130 people every single day die from the opiate overdose epidemic here in the United States. It is so bad. They are actually dragging the pharmaceutical company business people in so that they can send them to prison. That never happens. If you're a head of a business, you are largely untouchable. But no, the government is breaking in, knocking down doors and saying, you are going to come and talk about this. And if we don't like it, you're going to prison. Because there have been, it is horrible. And they just threw this stuff out like candy. There were no studies on how addictive opiates were. There was one doctor that made a phrase that he said, I don't think there's any chance that you can become addicted to opiates. The opiate industry grabbed that, used it, and ran with it hard, giving everyone as many opiates as they could and getting them hooked. So yeah, people need to go to jail for this one. 130 people a day dying from this. That's not good. So I'm glad I'm off opiates, but on the other hand, I'm not glad I'm off opiates. Because now it doesn't take much and my nerves are, I can't sleep anymore. And my pain levels with my back, it doesn't take much before I can't do anything. When I was on opiates, I could stand in place for about a half hour. I could walk for about 3 or 4 hours before having to sit down. The standing, it was before I had to sit. Walking, before I had to sit. And I could sit for a good 12 hours or more before I had to get up. And I could sit in my chair and do things until 3 o'clock in the morning. Now that I'm off opiates, I got about 10 minutes of standing time before I have to sit down. I can walk for about an hour and a half before I have to sit down. And I can sit for about 12 hours, and then I've got, before I have to get up, and then I got about another 4 hours, and then I've got to go to bed because my body is broken down. So because I'm off opiates, my life has been very negatively impacted. I can't stand as long. I definitely can't go out walking. I can't even sit as long. I can lie down a little bit longer, but I got up at a little bit after 6 this morning because after going to bed after 11, I hurt so much. So yeah, back when I was taking opiates, the amount of cannabis that I took was able to handle the chronic pain that even 2.5 milligrams of methadone was able to not take care of fully, but take the edge off. Now I don't have enough money to buy enough cannabis to control the uncontrolled pain. Because I smoke well, I don't have any because guess what? I took it all out and I smoked it yesterday. And I vape concentrates and I eat. Oh, I went and put it somewhere else. I take CBD and THC capsules. 1 a day because I can't afford more. And only a couple oil concentrate dabs daily. And I can't smoke as much as I'd like. It only barely takes the edge off. I can't do as much as I would like. So yeah, I'm thrilled about how I'm off opiates, but I'm also not thrilled because I don't know what to do. I can't replace it with other opiates. I gotta keep my heart healthy. I gotta stay alive as long as possible. I don't have to. The fate of the universe does not ride on it. The fate of the world does not ride on it. The fate of nothing except for my own life rides on my staying alive. So when I say I have to, it just means I want to. My death will impact the universe, not in the slightest, just the same as my life impacts the universe, not in the slightest. Well, except I do, as like everybody does, impact the planet in a very negative fashion, because every single one of us in developed countries uses up enough resources that it would take 1.5 Earths to maintain the lifestyle that we have. So we're using up our planet way too fast, and I don't know what's going to happen. Just thought I'd mention that. I have therapy today. I don't have to drive anywhere. It's one of these 9 o'clock, I click a button, and then I'm going to have a video call with my therapist because I don't have any money. I can't drive the 30 miles to Olympia and then back. So, since if you know Washington State, there's Washington State, then there's the peninsula with the sound that almost cuts it in half, and we're down here at the bottom of the sound. I used to live up here in the corner of Washington State where we were tucked right up against the Canadian border up in Bellingham. Now I'm at the bottom of the sound in Shelton, right next to Olympia. So if you know Washington, you know what that means. If you don't, then, especially if you're not an American, well, a United States citizen, because after all, being an American only means you live on the northern or southern American continents. So yeah, people who live in South America are American too. Be that as it may. So yeah, it's been joyous, and I'm I'm both happy and not. I'm glad that I'm having therapy. I'm glad I'm off opiates. I just wish that I didn't have to deal with all this increased pain and increased issues, and especially hoping I don't end up homeless. Because since I need a sleep apnea machine, I will die moderately quickly if I can't use my sleep apnea machine if I become homeless. So yay! And I hope you had your seatbelts on, because we just made a 90-degree turn and I have not turned on the signals, but I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, it is a range of 20 to 25 because of my depression, my fibromyalgia, and more. I'm lucky I can remember that my name is not Rutherford P. Farquhar. I actually said it properly that time. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. What can I say? Better than most. Just... And of course, if I've forgotten what I normally say. No, because I've forgotten. So here we go. Calling them up here. We have Tim Kirk. Actually, Tim Kirk is my original last name. Kirk. Not Tim Kirk, just Kirk. Well, I was adopted by my mother's second husband, which gave me my last name of Robin, but my original name is Kirk. Vegard Tobias Kasurid Bornich, I'm nowhere close, but thank you so very much. And Ray Mr. Yo, thank you very much. We have Aldi Udistra. One comment, nice, the other, all. In fact, let me say, Ray Mr. Yo is actually an extremely unpleasant person. Like, this man doing this reaction should shove a carbon monoxide on his face. Yeah, you're going to be eliminated from the comments section because you're nothing more than just an abusive jerk. So, Arvin Brofar, thank you very, very much. Jamie Noel, greatly appreciated. Laxus OP, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Osiris075, thumbs up and thank you. Underscore Cherry, Dusk is a great game. Tony Vitti, greatly appreciated. Mario Valerian, thumbs up and thank you. Pandora NYC1, greatly appreciated. And Radioactive Bullet, heck of a name, I like that. Denial, greatly appreciated. QFZRTE, no idea how to pronounce that, but thank you very much. Cleek Bands, I sure hope I'm close. And Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Jen Stee, I don't know how to pronounce the last name properly, but thank you very much. And Thrax. Oh, burping. I've got some gas in my tummy there. Real Big Boy 997, thumbs up and thank you. Spit KRT, thumbs up and thank you. Smuckers, thumbs up. And Willie Bingro, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, LV Roses VL. I sure hope I'm close. Greatly appreciated. Almost each and every one of you. The abusive people that leave the comments that I'm just going to trash can, because abuse gets trash canned. Everything else, I don't care if you violently disagree with me, as long as you're not abusive. Leave your comments. That's fine. If you leave an abusive comment, it's either going to be just, reported as spam or abuse, or trash canned immediately. So thumbs up for that. But anyway, thank you each and every one of you for having left me a comment. It is greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. And you can check out my various links. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, where all of my videos are mirrored. And if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, I think that you can hear the flap of my wings and my arms slapping against my sides. Yay! If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very awesome, extremely cool. I would understand if you did not wish to. But if you are down with it, I do understand, and I do appreciate, and thank you very, very much. It's 19 minutes and 15 seconds. I need to hurry. So I've got this video. I got another video I need to edit. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to try and write. I've got my therapy today. I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to get done. I got phone calls to make. I'm so busy. It's ridiculous. And yet, can I do all these things? Most of them, anyway. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Hokey smokes, look at the time. Have a great day today, and I will see you.